SFH, Still Fucking Here, is a clothing and apparel brand built to change the world. We are survivors, warriors, and fighters. We are tenacious, relentless, and vigilant. We've been through hell and made it out the other side, and now we are determined to spend our lives giving back to those who need help in their fight. Whether you are a cancer survivor, recovering addict, a survivor of an abusive relationship, someone who has fought to gain control of their health, or a wounded vet such as myself, or simply someone that is fighting a battle and proud of how far you've come, we are with you. 50% of all net proceeds from our brand will be given back to those that need it most, and this will be for the life of our company. Join us in our mission. Buy some awesome gear like this, wear it proudly, spread the word. We are in this together. We are still fucking here. I end up feeling a need, like I feel like I'm...
Alright. Hello everybody, welcome to Auto Club today. We're here for the Muppets Takeover California Speedway. Trading paints, we're going to give her one more try to hope we get these nice looking paint schemes up. But it's been on the fritz as of late. How's everybody doing today? We're going to be doing 100 laps today at Auto Club. I'm hearing that fuel saving may definitely be a factor tonight. Gonna have a special guest in the booth any moment. I'm just waiting for him to come back. Greg Rogers right now. Hey, Drain Paints is working. How about that? Greg Rogers is leading practice as of right now. We'll see if he can get the pole. And I think I hear our guy coming here now. Hear him walking back.
All right.
Yeah, there we go.
Hello, hello,
we got
hello.
Sam here.
Oh. Here we
Hey
go.
Sam, how you doing?
Bugger. There we go.
Hi Sam. Oh, I'm muted. Hello Sam.
Hi, how's it going?
Well, we're live. How you doing?
Oh, we are. Hello. I am doing well. How are you guys all doing tonight?
We're doing good. I'm about to pull up the Twitch chat, so we'll be able to watch the Twitch chat as it goes on by.
Copy that, copy that. How do I just load into the sim here?
Yeah, just
and
load into the
get
session.
rolling tonight?
Yep.
Rock and roll. All right.
All right. Look forward to see your chats. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one, isn't it, Jacob? All right, we got Greg Rogers out. We'll watch him with the Kermit machine. You know, they said that green race cars typically brought bad luck. So hopefully that's not the case for Greg Rogers. He's doing really well at Road America until he lost it on the final restart. So maybe him, Green, will be good luck for him today. Still weaving on the
always
back
the
straightaway. It's going to be going for a second lap, as is the case with most of these Cup qualifying runs. Sam, who do you got for tonight?
Honestly, I don't know just yet. I'll have to get back to you on that one. Let me get into the session here, and I'll take a look throughout the field. Get to see the names that are out here tonight. I'm still kind of unfamiliar with most of the guys up in Cup. I do know a few of the guys. We talked with a few of them, and it does seem like there's a good stacked field out there tonight.
Yeah, and I'm really keeping an eye on those guys that ran slower at times the first time by. I'm thinking that Rogers is really going to jump up the field the way he ran his first lap. And he's running really good on his second. Greg Rogers using all the track he can, and only going to put him 10th. Surprisingly, Chase Harden's going to be at the pole right now. Jonathan Nance on his second lap. Definitely could have used more track, but he will not improve. He's in 23rd right now. Let's look at Tony Frey, and that thing is it'd win an ugly car contest, I'd say that. It's an interesting car, though. It's different.
Gives me Greg, I can't say the word. Gravedigger vibes from the Monster Jam.
Oh, yeah. That actually kind of does, yeah.
Now I need someone to do Maximum Destruction. That was always my favorite monster truck whenever I went back in Georgia. It was always fun, but...
Tony's first lap is 27th. Quickest. Man, look at the separation, though. 2/10 from 1st to 18th. Only a 10th off between 1st and 7th place. That is Sam Leota, Jacob, if you listen to the intro. Tony's gonna put down 5th place. Good for him. And Morris just got the pole. Jeff Medlin in the old Tasmanian Devil paint scheme. Got that die cast, I believe. And he is really getting into it late. I'm hoping that he'll have time. It does not look like he will, with only 10 seconds left to go in qualifying. So 31 cars took time, and it looks like we're going to have a 36-35 car field tonight. All right. Time for the grid. We're just going to give them a second so we can look at the paint schemes while we wait. So I'd prefer if they got gridded quicker. There we go. Alrighty. It's going to be Ed Morris Jr. He's going to be taking the pole tonight. Chase Harden, he is going to be in 2nd spot. Zach Bucher is going to be in 3rd spot. Brennan Park is going to be 4th. Atkinson is going to be 5th. And Tony Frey is going to be 6th. It's going to be Barkley 7th and Kevin Jordan 8th. 9th is going to be Alan Coons. 10th is going to be Scott Stewart Jr. 11th is going to be Joey Maines. 12th is going to be Matt Forns. 13th is going to be Bill Moore. 14th is going to be Andrew Kolb. 15th, that's going to be Davey Hendricks. 16th, that's going to be Johnny Brug. 17th, that's going to be Sean Pointer. 18th is going to be Angel Hernandez. 19th is going to be Ethan Flanagan. And 20th is going to be Tim Harmon. 21st is going to be Mitchell Conley. 22nd, Evan Ludy. 23rd, Mike Simone. And 24th, Greg Rogers. 25th, John Fassenbender. 26th, Matt Webb. Then it's going to be 27th for Matt Richmond and 28th for Josh Van Gore. 29th is going to be Cedric Broso. 30th is going to be Jonathan Nance. 31st is going to be Sam Sundstrom. 32nd is going to be Jarrett McCauley. 33rd, Isaac Wilson. 34th, Jeff Medlin. Sam Leota is in the booth, so he doesn't count. It's going to be Ed Morris Sr. He'll be rolling off 35th. And Connor Darnell will be rolling off in the last position in 36th, but he gets promoted to 35th.
A lot of good cars out here tonight. A lot of beautiful looking paint schemes out there as well. There's some good solid runners that I hope to see out in the front. At the same time, a lot of close running out here today. The pole sitter Ed Morris, would that be a 10th up or a whole 100th up on Chase Harden there?
Yeah, it was definitely a close qualifying run, to say the least. And Auto Club is, you could call it a drafting track. It does put on pretty good racing. It's a shame that it got took down, but it is a track where you can not start well, but you can sure finish well. It's definitely there's some drafting and
There's some good chances
stuff
you can
to
get
it.
to out here.
But it is not really a track position track, I would say.
No.
I mean, it can get spread out, but it does take a bit to get spread out.
The best part for these drivers is that the track temperature is currently 70 degrees with the air temperature being 68. It's a good cool night out here in California. I think they got a good chance out here for them running.
Yeah, stages are going to be 30 and 60. And I hear that they do not have to pit for either of these. Green flag, here we go. And the way that we always ran Auto Club.
3 in the back, nearly stacking up into each other all the way in the back row there.
Yeah, now the way that we always run Auto Club, typically, you'll see this a lot, is you kind of want to split your run, like run half on the bottom, half on the top, to get an even distribution of wear. And I think the people that can do that the best are definitely going to be best on their tires. And yeah, it's already starting to get a little bit wide, falling back about 10 places from the pole. No big 3 wide yet. Looks like around Andrew Kolb, Joey Maines area. So we're getting some 3 wide, but you pretty much don't want to get caught in the sucker hole. We know the sucker hole on super speedways when you get put in the middle and you can't really do anything. Well, the problem is here, you'll get a good run up high, or you'll just be trapped in the middle where you can't really do anything. The bottom, it can be good, but you want to be able to run off from the bottom and get to the top. Can't, then it's going to be rough.
They are 3 wide in the behind there for looks like third. 27 is pushing the 6 around the outside of, I believe, it's hard to get the number on that one, but they've pushed each other up into 3rd and 4th now.
Yeah, it looks like Kevin Jordan right now on the bottom. And there are a lot of guys that we've not seen win in a long time, or not win at all. I'm looking at the standings right now, and we're still early in the season. We still got quite a ways to go before we hit playoff time, but it's something that you got to keep in mind. So far, we've not had a repeat winner, though. Chase Harden, Angel, Johnny, Darnell, and Park have all won a race. So let's see if we can go for a 6th different winner. What am I drinking tonight? Strawberry juice. Gib, and then we got Michael in the ball. Says, let's go Sam in the chat.
Thank you, Mikey. Good to hear from y'all out here. A little nervous first timer, but still excited to be out here in the booth. They're running almost three
big
wide
crash.
on the front stretch here. Caution is out.
That's going to be the 4. And it looks like someone else. Can't make out the number.
Let's take a look here.
But luckily, it looked like it was kind of just a lazy spin. Let's see what happened here. Ooh, Kewins got loose. And then Johnny came up a bit.
Definitely looks like the 60 there got, as you said, got loose there, straightened it out at just enough time. Thinking it looks like he thinks he's good, and at the same time, the 4 just comes up at the wrong second, and they just, you know, hit nose to tail, sends him into the infield there.
I guess Big Bird does go well for Johnny Brugge, though. You know, he loves Michigan. It's the Michigan colors, I guess you could say.
Big Bird mobile, I love it.
Big Bird might be closing his eyes for a few laps after that. But it doesn't look like Johnny got too bad of damage. I assume he's not going to pit because he probably was told he has nothing. We have a couple of cars coming down pit road. Connor Darnell, Jeff Medlin, Cedric Broso. Now, at this point, we're only 6 laps in. I was told that you can make it the whole 30. So the only thing I can think of is maybe he is planning to take 4 tires later and lessen the fuel tax. But you really don't pay the fuel tax when we're running only 65% fuel.
Definitely, it always brings it into question with these runs. I know I don't really have much experience in the Cup Series up here, but I've run a few times in the. Of course, I run all the time in the trucks, but definitely that 60% can start eating away even at this point of the race. If depends if you're pushing or not, holding back, whatever strategy you're running, it could be honestly detrimental, but at the same time with stages here, you might not have to worry about it so much till maybe after the second stage. That's where I would start looking. It does look like the 98 though in front of Cedric here, it has his front end a little crunched in.
Oh yeah, that's not going to help.
Much. Yeah, that's gonna.
If I was mad, I'd pit. Guess he doesn't know or can't fix it. But yeah, it's gonna
get the hammers out for that.
Shouldn't take too long to fix it. I don't think that'd be too much of a repair, but I think it would definitely hurt him a little bit. Tony Frey in the lead right now.
You know, take the nose off of him, or he's gonna lose some front end downforce on that car.
And I am gonna pull up something here, and I think it might be interesting to see. I'm looking at the Cup stats. Just Cup, right? And I'll tell you there are some drivers that you'd be shocked have as few wins as they do. Apparently, Alan Kewins has the most starts out of anybody in the Cup Series, 102. It's going to be 103 at the end of this race.
Holy cats, good for him.
Matt Forns and Tony Frey hit 101 last time out. The next person to hit 100 starts in the league is going to be Andrew Cole. But now a lot of these guys are here from the previous organization's days. But in the new series, it's been Angel Hernandez domination for the most part. 21 wins. The second on the list is 8 with Malarkey and Davey. We haven't seen Malarkey in a while, so would be interesting to see. All right, green, green, green.
Here. Let's see. Seems like they all get away much better this time. No checkups in the back of the pack, it seems. No one's running 3 wide, unless it's going to be Ethan Flanagan looking on the low line going here into turn 1. The Big Bird car just in front of him, blocking the nose off. Almost pushing 4 between the 0012 and the 35. Let's see. They all straighten out again here on the backstretch. Easy going. Slotting in up at the front. 6 trying to almost looks like he's trying to block 2 lanes before running up on the high side there. But they're all running. They're all running good. They're all running fine.
I'll tell you though, Auto Club always a track that I turn down my force feedback on a little bit. Those bumps absolutely rattle the wheel, and it's not really good for going fast when your wheel's bouncing all over the place.
It's definitely it can be absolutely the most distracting thing on certain tracks. I've had that a few times in the X-Pass. I'll just be the whole my good old Logitech is just shaking away.
Yeah, well, I run a high filtering on a lot of stuff just because I really like that like heavy, more muted kind of feeling. You still get a good feeling out of it, but it is not as pronounced. But like on Auto Club, it can be really bad on the back stretch. If you've ever driven an Indy car here, it can get real shaky on the back straightaway.
Actually, speaking of IndyCar, how's Justin Atkins' track record around in the Cup Series? I run with him in an IndyCar league. Great running, but at the same time, he is fast there. I just noticed him in the field, and just love to know.
I'd run it if I could wake up at that time. They run that too early in the morning.
Ooh, the 5 gets a little bit squirrely, but it keeps it going straight on coming out of 4 there. The 14's looking low. They're almost pushing 4 again, going 3 wide across the line, going into turn 1 here. 48 just clips the 88, giving them back to 2. Makes it easier.
Atkinson a little contact with Matt Forns. Now Atkinson he's getting put 3 wide right now, and yeah, he's kind of pushing up a bit. Ooh boy!
Keep it steady.
That push
there
from
on the back.
Jordan, yeah, it's gonna help him, but still slowed him down. Slowed the 17 down as well.
Ooh,
now he's gonna go to the bottom. Ooh boy!
Got a push from the I believe the double.
Saves it. Ooh boy! And Ethan and Harmon nearly took out as well.
These guys running fine. Looks like what happened there was the 00 just kind of bumped into the back of the 14, sent him into onto the apron there, but managed to keep going straight. Glad these guys are still running here.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Ethan or Harmon took damage. I think we're okay. Tony Frey back up to second. Scott Stewart in the lead. I remember when we ran an Auto Club in the truck, he was really good at Auto Club. Very good all-around driver. You know, he's been strong pretty much wherever he's been. Gotta say it's good for him. Chase Harden, by the way, leading the championship. Who would have called that with 5 races in?
It's one of those fun things. Is wherever you can get is. You said Tony Frey, correct? Yeah, we run with him sometimes. He's honestly fast as can get in the truck series. And he's running it for fun or as an admin. It's these Cup guys when they come on down to the truck series or even what I've seen in the Xfinity series still run really well. Like it's not like one car is bad for. Oh, they're spinning across the front line. The 81 is into the infield, spinning out of there, coming off across the nose of. Let me see here. He's blinking, but it looks like the 60, I believe. Let me see.
I think it was Ludi.
Yeah, let's see here. It was Allen.
Blinking bad too.
Owens. The 60 coming across had the nose chopped off. Let me go back here.
That's a bad angle. Let's look at the far chase here.
Yeah. The 91, they just. Looks like the 60 was trying to side draft the 91, and they just came together.
I don't know. Honestly, I'm looking at this. It's. He came up in him a little bit. And luckily, no damage anyone, just kind of like a lazy spin, keep on going. All right, well, we're halfway in. Did Scott Stewart just blink out? Okay, he did blink out, but he's fine. SDK is updating itself, so we're just waiting to see if anyone will come down pit road. I think pit road should open this time by. Wouldn't probably be a wise idea to take tires.
Let's see, we are on lap 15, as you said. Would that be, we got a 15-lap run to the first stage, correct?
Yeah, well, once the pace car is off, we'll have about probably 13 laps. About 13 or 12, I'd say.
We got a few takers, it looks like. 5 might be going in. Got the... Nope, both of them are faking it out. Ooh, the 14 ducking in probably for the... nearly getting spun there on the backstretch.
He might have damage, yeah. I'm looking down here. Cedric was down here earlier. Tim Harmon might be thinking he might be damaged. Connolly as well. Let's see what Darnell does.
91 coming in on the... after getting into the spin across the nose there.
I mean, you very well could go for track position. A few guys are choosing to take tires. So, yeah, some guys are taking tires. And I'm going to take it what they're trying to do here is, I'd assume, just try to get track position. And then maybe try to hold it off later. It'll be interesting to keep an eye on these guys. But you'd probably not want to pit for tires. You need to get gas when you come back down. So you want to get as much as you can now. Pit for gas, gain the rest on pit road. And then maybe you're hoping for a caution, or you're going to pit with a couple laps to go in stage 2. You don't want to go a lap down, but it's just, it's interesting strategy. Ideally, you want to have at least one set left over. So even if they burn both sets at the ends of each... Yeah, Mitch was just coming back down. Even if they burn a set at the end of the first and second stage, they'll still have a set for 40 laps. It's not ideal if we have multiple cautions, but if we're caution-free or only have like one caution, then you're probably fine. It gets in that territory where if you have multiple, like maybe 2 10-lap runs, where you could be in trouble. Because these tires, they do take a minute to kind of warm up and get into operating range. You're definitely on an advantage on older stuff, depending on how long your tires have been on for. But you'll have that advantage with the warm tires. But since you'll be at temperature faster, you'll also slow down faster, and the wear then will start to kind of kick in. All right, we're racing the lap 30. And we're going to have 12 laps to go until the stage.
Let's see here. Green flag is back out. 27 gets a good bump from the 48 on the outside lane. That outside lane is already pulling away. 6 is left out to dry a little bit, but he's coming around, getting up to speed here throughout the field.
Yeah, Scott Stewart's still in the lead. I'm just pulling up the YouTube, making sure we don't miss any chats on that on either. Yeah, Joey Main's up into the second spot, up 9 positions, as well as our leader, Right now, highest mover, Isaac Wilson.
Hey man, Isaac on his way to the front. Let's see here, nearly 3 wide, almost pushing 4 once again. These guys are ready to run. About to go 3 wide across the line. 5's looking under the 47, but they keep it going, keeping it 2 for the time being.
And we've really not had a big incident so far.
Don't jinx it just yet. I don't think these guys would want that to happen, but as you said, this is almost a drafting track that these cars can run at, so almost could have a big one, or honestly might have a big one.
Yeah, I mean, these guys do get far more separated than we'll see like the truck, for example. But it still takes them quite a bit of time to get separated.
Orb gets bounced off the outside of the, I believe that's the 21, but they all keep going straight there. Almost going 47 on the outside of the 17 and the 88, going into turn 1. 47 on the outside lane. Keeps it going straight there, 3 wide for, let's see here, almost pushing the 7th.
Yeah, we're going to have 3 wide. Just in front, it's going to be with Chase and Park, and it's going to fall away quite quickly. But look, Chase is running really, really well on the bottom, gaining a lot of time.
Ooh.
Look at all that.
4 wide coming off of the pit entrance there, back down to 3 as the 21 just gets a little tap from the 12, or actually the other way around, my mistake. The 21 tapped the 12 slightly there, but they all again keep going straight.
I'm going to ride on board with Chase Harden real fast. He's looking good right now.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
Just made a pass on the inside of Park. It's behind Angel. Right now, Chase is in 11th. I feel like Chase is on a strategy. Man, just look how much he is gaining right now in the corner. Just got up to the rear bumper of these guys. I'm thinking he was saving earlier, and that's maybe a reason why he's so far back. I think he might be able to get this back, though.
Definitely a good strategy call, in my opinion. Save all the last momentum for the end of the stage run here. Gets on the inside of the 48 and middle 3 here on the inside of the outside of the 17. Stays running it good, getting now a good draft off from the 6 down the backstretch. Even though the 88 gets an even better. Sorry, it's an even better draft from the line of cars on the outside lane.
Yeah, and I don't think that 17's really doing him a lot of good right now.
Slips in the top line.
Pretty much want to either be on the very top or the very bottom. Running the middle, I feel, does not really do you much good.
I was going to say, from the first moves initially, he was running great on the outside lane, and as soon as he got into the middle lane, the whole kind of just movement around kind of stalled. And I don't know if that's from maybe having a car on the inside or maybe still on the outside, but as soon as he got to the middle lane, it just did not run as well as...
Pay attention to where he is with Tony. He's going to be about half car length back, going to go inside now. Oh yeah, he's going to have him cleared easy. If he wants to take it, oh yeah, he got it. There you go.
All the way to the outside lane.
And we're going to be having 6 laps to go.
Wide ahead of him.
This time by. I think it's top 10 gets stage points now.
'92 nearly into the side of the 95. Getting a push now from Morris is getting a push from Atkinson down into turn 3. It's a good run out of there.
Yeah, Matt Forns, previous champion, he's in 3rd. I'll tell you, Isaac Wilson still continuing to climb, up 17 now. Greg up 12.
Right behind him is the 30. It seems like a lot of these guys that were pitting earlier, even if it's for damage repair or just whatever kind of possible strategy it's going, they're starting to it's starting to come back to him a little bit here.
I do want to check something. I just got to find it. And I don't know why I cannot find it right now. There it is. So the stint length. That should be showing more. Uh-oh. But yeah, like I know like Bucher pit for tires. I know Conley pit for tires. They've not really gone too far though. Barkley going for the lead. Can't get it, but we might see 3. Yep. He's going to block him all the way down the apron. Don't wreck yourself. And the 7's going to take it on the apron.
57 gets to the inside lane, going through 1 and 2 now. They're almost coming together, condensing that 3 wide. They door bang off at 2. 27 gets around on the outside, might clear them here. 27 retakes the lead and passing these 2 guys after they had went for that tight 3 wide. But here we go again. 57 throws it down the inside, going into 3. 27 just extending his lead out in 4. But 7 now clears the 57 and gets back on this chasing thing. I'm just thinking that outside lane is definitely a better run out of 4. It seems like kind of middle to low, middle high. Definitely is kind of workable in turns 1 and 2. But here comes the 7 again on the inside of the 27. He's going to try it again. Probably prove me wrong. Almost 3 wide for second there behind as well. 27 gets the run off the high side. They're neck and neck down the backstretch.
This should give you an idea as well of what we're going to be looking at towards the end of the race, because these guys really don't get separated. And we're coming on the white flag. 1 more lap in the first stage. It's going to be Scott Stewart by about half a car length. Into turn 1, big shove from the 10. Definitely could have gone a little higher. But 27 should have the run down the back straightaway. Angel going to go for it.
3. Going 3 through turn 3.
I don't know if that's going to work.
I believe the 27 might have the better run off the high side, but the 7's getting a good run. Here comes the 92.
Yeah, we might be 4 wide for the finish. It's going to be a block from Angel. I think this should be Scott Stewart. Yes, it will.
Yeah, Scott Stewart will take it by a half car length over the 7, the 47, and then, let's see here. Top 5 would be the 27, the 7, 47, 92, and then the 10. So Scott Stewart takes the stage 1 victory. Ed Morris takes a close second. Angel Hernandez rides a low line into third. Justin Atkins just almost sending it 4 wide, but Matt Forens just finishes off right behind him.
All right, we're going to be under caution, 3rd caution tonight. And Scott Stewart looking for that first win in the Cup Series. We'll get pit stops and then head to commercial. So we'll see kind of what those guys did that pit earlier do. I'd be interested to see.
This is where it's going to get interesting throughout the strategy calls. Even though, again, it's early on in the stage, the people, it's maybe seem a little too early for strategy, but there's some guys out here that can call it straight from lap 1 and get rolling.
Yeah, and it's going to be even a shorter run than what we were doing.
How many laps between stage 1 and stage 2?
It's going to be done at 60, so it's probably going to be about 27 laps or so.
5 was tapping the back of the 10 there. I'm not sure if that's just to get him moving or if there's some kind of a beef going on in the back.
Well, they're both on the same team, so.
Probably just then teammates being fun.
All right, down pit road they come. It's going to be Stewart leading them on the pit road. New rule in the series, you gotta stay on the outside until you get near your box.
A whole field comes in for this one.
I think Scott should probably still make it out first. Gonna be Doing a 4-tire stop. Looks like the 92 overshot his box a bit, so I'm backing up.
Ooh.
Bucher's still coming
Watch
in
that
for
mistake.
fuel, maybe tires. Will Bucher jack it up? No, he
It's
won't.
gonna be tight. The 7 beats the 27 off pit lane. That's that first box priority there.
So some of the guys that
takes the lead.
pit early, or like Mitchell Connolly, he's like in 14th, Bucher in 15th. So it'll be interesting to see how those guys fare, but we're in a caution. We'll be right back on the Southern Broadcast Race Network.
SFH, Still Fucking Here, is a clothing and apparel brand built to change the world. We are survivors, warriors, and fighters. We are tenacious, relentless, and vigilant. We've been through hell and made it out the other side, and now we are determined to spend our lives giving back to those who need help in their fight. Whether you are a cancer survivor, recovering addict, a survivor of an abusive relationship, someone who has fought to gain control of their health, or a wounded vet such as myself, or simply someone that is fighting a battle and proud of how far you've come, we are with you. 50% of all net proceeds from our brand will be given back to those that need it most, and this will be for the life of our company. Join us in our mission. Buy some awesome gear like this, wear it proudly, spread the word. We are in this together. We are still fucking here. I end up feeling a need, like I feel like I'm...
I'll just use the manual controls.
All right, we're back on the Southern Broadcast Race Network. We're going to be getting back to green.
Welcome back, one and all. As we can see here, Ed Morris just managed to beat Scott Stewart off the pit lane, and he's chosen the outside lane on the restart. Right behind him is Matt Forns. Right behind Scott Stewart is Angel Hernandez. So this top 5 is still kind of the same. Greg C. Rogers beating Justin Atkins, but we'll see how this all plays out for the next couple of laps.
Yeah, it's anybody's, in my opinion. Pretty much it's due to the fact of the draft and all that.
That's fair. Ed Morris with a great start off of the front line here. Angel Hernandez trying to give 27 of Justin Atkins a push to get him rolling again. Matt Forns on the outside. Angel Hernandez stacks up a little bit. 21 almost driving in the back, but they keep going straight again.
Ooh, Angel!
All the way to the inside. Huge impact on the inside lane.
Trying to find Angel back there.
Let's see. I don't think that was Angel Hernandez. That was someone else.
Is that Barkley? I think it may have been Barkley.
It was the 57.
I thought that was Angel going.
Let's see here. Yeah,
Those cars do look alike, and he just lost it on his own. Wonk. Ooh.
Humongous impact on the inside lane.
Well,
we'll check in with him when he gets out of the care center later today.
yeah, that one hurt.
I saw nose go in and the rear went up. That is bad impact there. Anyways, back to the front. Ed Morris still leads the 27 of Scott Stewart. Behind him, 2 wide between Angel Hernandez and Matt Forns. Diving into turn 1, Scott Stewart, sorry. Scott Stewart riding on the back bumper, but they're nearly going 3 between for third there. Still riding out front.
I'm seeing how Zach is faring right now with his old tires.
How's he running out there? Got some speed, got some...
Definitely looks decent right now. I'm trying to think of what your time loss is going to be on pit lane.
Think they got some green flag stops this time around?
No.
That's fair. Ooh, 92 giving the 21 a push. Both of them just ride the wall a little bit, killing both their momentum. 92 goes to the inside there, 3 wide for just a split second, but now back down to 2.
You might see some people take green flag stops near the end if they're trying to get track position through the stage caution. But the problem is, I don't know if they'd stay on the lead lap or not. I'm checking right now. I mean, if we're running 40 seconds, you're spending 15 in the pits. It'd be close. And
oh, another spin on the inside. Both 2 cars. Huge impact for, I believe that was the 095.
Yep, Kevin Jordan and Sean Pointer.
Ooh, still no yellow. Same accident as Barkley back there. Nearly the same place.
Yeah, just got loose, and they both lock it down, but 095 hits it a lot worse.
I'm thinking the 20 probably can keep it going here for the race, but it's definitely the 95 is probably done and dusted for the rest of the race here.
Sean's probably gonna have at least 8 minutes of repairs, I'd say.
All right, well that's still doable. That's still doable, but under green it's going to be probably over.
He's out. I mean, put it that way.
Fair. Justin A. Barkley has left the track, heading back home after a hard impact after that. Scott Stewart now leads again over Ed Morse and Angel Hernandez. These 3 have been fast for the entirety of the first part of it, now still running fast for the second part here.
Yeah, checking on Mitchell Connolly. He's actually doing really good too with his old tires. So it seems like you can fight pretty well with the old stuff. So I'm really interested to see if he starts to fall off hard.
I'll have to see, because that's the one thing with this track is that's one I love Auto Club for. The fact there's a lot of lanes to run, so don't lose a lot of speed if you went to the inside or the outside, but at the same time, even if you got some old tires, you can still run well. As well as the track temperature is only 71 degrees, so it's still cool. There's a lot of grip to be had. These guys are running well throughout the field. There are some, some slower lap times towards the back, but at the same time,
We're 4 wide. Looks like they're sorting themselves out down to 3. And Mitchell Conley just got the boot back to the 20s. And going to fall back even more. Man, they just kicked him down to the bottom lane, and he's just going all the way to the back now. Man, oh man. Yeah, it's a lot more spread out, though. Up in the top 10 about.
Yeah, that's words. Scott Stewart's got about a 5-car length lead over Ed Morse here as he and Justin are fighting for second there.
We got the pink car today as well for Ethan.
Yes, sir.
I think he runs it whenever he thinks he can win, so.
Let's see. He is running up there. I believe he was actually, no offense to Ethan, he was running towards the back of the start and got a kind of middle of the pack qualifying, but he's still one of those people that have been pretty fast throughout the thing. And I would be pretty happy to see him win tonight.
Yeah, he's up 11. Right behind him is Rogers, up 15. Isaac is still the highest mover at 17, but he hasn't really cracked past around the top 15.
One question real quick. When was Mr. Rogers' last pit stop? Because he was running like 4th and 5th for a time being there. Now he's dropped all the way back to 10th. So that could just be from bad runs, but at the same time,
he also qualified really poorly too.
He was running up the inside of the 35.
Still on board with him. Ooh. A little bit of a bump from Kolb. Downshifting as well. That will chew up your tires, though.
Which one, downshifting?
Yeah. It helps out your fronts, but it chews your rears.
Honestly, the more you think, if you think about it, if you kind of chew up the rears, it gets you a little bit looser, which is, depending on the driver, better or worse. I know some guys out here that will probably rather have this car as loose as it can be versus like nearly going straight into the wall.
Ooh, man. Just swung it to the outside of the 88. Can't get the run, though. Might get the run here, though. I don't know.
They're 3 wide for the lead up front. Ooh, cats, this is a dogfight between a lot of them out here. New leader, Justin Atkins.
Man, he's not gonna.
Probably not gonna hold it for long. Yeah, here comes back Scott Stewart to retake the lead. Ed Morris coming up here. Ethan Flanagan all the way to the inside lane. All the way in the back there. Clears about 4 cars with that move.
Ooh, man, Ethan suckered down on the bottom.
These guys, they're a little. There's a bit of a pack splittage going on here, and these guys up in the first pack here are kind of a little more argy-bargy than the boys on the back, it seems.
Yeah, they got over a second on 13th to 14th, and it's going to be hard to catch that.
Let's see here. Big C Rogers giving a push to Angel Hernandez. Both these guys have been kind of running in the front. Angel has a bit of a higher score here. 2 wide up front between Justin and Scott.
And I'll tell you, looking at the stats, Atkinson only in his 5th Cup start could very well come away with the win. Scott Stewart, another guy, only in his 5th start, looking for a win. Ed Morris, he's been around here a few times.
Oh, Ethan Flanagan around, spinning, huge wreck on the front stretch there.
Oh man, Johnny Brew just got clobbered. And Tony Frey's out as well. Oh man.
12 just tapped the inside, or tapped Ethan Flanagan again, nearly hitting the inside lane. The big one. Or at least a medium-sized one in the front there.
All right, let's see where this started. So it looks like
look at
Ethan.
It's a little bit ahead of that.
So Ethan is up in front of the 88. Ooh, he just got hooked. Ooh, he got right into the 4. Go right here on the. Oh man, someone is absolutely clobbered Johnny Brugge. It looks like Joey Maines got him. I think that was Maines that got him. Oh yeah, it was.
Let's see here. A lot of cars coming back into the pit lane here. We got the boys of the 88, the 5.
Take a look at Tony Frey.
And Moody has some rear end damage there.
Ooh. Chase Harden hit.
Sheesh.
Oh,
that was a pretty sizable.
He got clobbered by a white car. I think that might have. I don't know who that was. That was a big one, though. Yeah, a decent amount of cars down pit road. I mean, they know the caution's going to be coming in about 8 laps anyway. So I bet they're thinking, maybe we can hang on to it, get the track position, or just go for it. They probably have an extra set left anyway. Let's take a look at the meatballs. Who do we got? We got Johnny and Van Gore. That's it. How about that? So, does not look like we'll lose a lot of cars, but still going to be quite the repairs for some of these guys.
Let's see here. I'm taking a look at Ethan here. Even after getting spun into the infield, he has some front end damage. That bumper is not looking good. That front left, I have a good history with that. The other night is pretty damaged up on the front there. Let's see if we can look at the back end here.
I don't see the point in him staying out. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. I'd take the hurt now and then pit. I mean, maybe he's just thinking that he won't be able to do it, but I don't know. It's just like you want to have your car in perfect order, and it's a little bit of damage, but it's not gonna do him any favors.
He's trying to see if he can run with it. Like, it's not the worst damage I've ever seen out here. There's I believe it was another car had his front end entirely crushed in. That at least is a little more stable, but it could be one of those things that at least run it, see what it looks like up to speed. If it's doable, drivable, you can roll with it. But if not, I'd say go in in about 8 laps and take the damage repair during the stage caution.
Hello, Richard. I see you in the chat. How'd your league race go, buddy? And it should be showing 62 cars. Yes, Richard. All right. All right, well, time to get back down to it. Scott Stewart will lead with 8 laps to go in the stage.
Let's see, green flag is out. Scott Stewart gets a good run on the outside again. That outside lane has a good start each time, it seems, but that also might have gotten a big old push from Justin Atkins. Ed Moore's looking on the inside. But Scott cuts his nose off, keeping that lead out in the front.
All right, it's going to get a little bit hairy now with a few to go, and Ethan's already down back 4 spots.
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, I would have definitely taken the damage right now because he is not fast. He is going quite slow. Drop from 8th to 15th. Granted, there are some guys on tires, but it's not doing him any favors. He's probably going to get gobbled up and spit out all the way to the back.
Love all the Sesame Street and Muppets characters out here tonight. These are fun to see on these cars. Right for a top 20 right now. They are in front of about 3 wide between the 88. After the 88 and the 35 got back together here after that tag on the front. Hopefully they can. These pushes will be a little bit more clean.
I'll say this though, kind of want to see a Muppet car win.
I would take that. Woo! 4 wide out of 2, going down to 3 wide. 35 on the outside, 88 going up there. They are about 4 wide between. I'll take the Miss Piggy car win if they can get that thing up there.
Hello, Farnan. Hello. Thank you for the resub. I will say this though, I think the quality does look a little bit better on YouTube right now. I was just checking both streams. It does look a bit better on YouTube, so I don't know if that means anything, but that's what it looks like to me at least. 5 laps to go, 4 to go this time. Scott Stewart looking to win in just his 5th start. You have Atkinson as well.
Ed Morris and Scott.
2 rookies and Cup champions and veterans around them.
This is going to be a fun one all the way to the end, it seems. Justin giving a push to Scott there. Takes a look on the inside, but Ed Morris shuts the door on him. Angel Hernandez looking on the outside. Scott clearing. Gets a little loose, but gathers it up and keeps it going. Justin Atkins now takes up 2nd place. They are neck and neck for 2. Ed Morris just trying to hold him back now.
3 laps to go. And, you know, 2 guys that we've maybe talked about. 3 guys. Isaac, Matt Richmond, and McCauley. And Jeff Medlin. These guys have all gained significant positions in this race. 20 plus for most of them. We're going 4 wide here. Ooh, Rogers in the wall. Dragging that thing on the wall, and he's going to fall way back.
Gets 21 gets rear-ended off of, let's see here.
Oh,
Greg C.
boy.
Rogers on the infield here after getting rear-ended by the, let's see here.
Bonk.
Just a little tap there.
Yeah, he's got some big damage on the back, though. It's going to send him all the way to the rear, and we'll need to get that fixed. Looks like Ed Morris, though, should have a pretty clean victory in this stage, as long as he doesn't bottle it off of the final corner. We have 1 more to go, 1 more lap to go. He's still got a pretty good lead, and still under fire is Angel from Scott Stewart.
I don't think it's over yet. There still could be a chance for a run here between all the back 3. Angel Hernandez to the outside. Ed Morris all the way down to the inside, blocking off Scott Stewart, but going to slide up in front of him. Scott's getting a little loose down there on the bottom, it seems.
And I'd probably drag Scott along if you can.
Yeah.
Just so he'll put up more of a fight with Angel, but it looks like Morris will hold them off and win Stage 2.
Stage 2 winner, Ed Morris.
It's going to be Morris, Hernandez, Stewart,
It's a drag race for 3rd.
Hendricks, and Thorns.
Stewart does it.
Caution flies.
All right, now comes a bit of a strategy if these guys who've been involved in a few of these wrecks are going to go in for pits, get prepared, or if they're going to try to tank it for the rest of the race and just try to keep track position.
Well, I heard that if you save, you can make it. If it goes green the whole way.
How many laps are we running tonight? 100? If you go from here, honestly, I could see that being done. It's going to be a difficult run, but it could be done.
So, yeah, the last 2 people who had won this race, they did not pit in the final stage. Sam is a bit low. Okay, I'll fix that for you real quick.
Trust me, you don't want me to be loud when it gets exciting out here.
Yeah, it's gonna get exciting with probably when we get down to that final bit. You know, it always gets turned up in that final stage.
We'll see. Hey, I'm here for the ride. I'm excited for it all.
Yeah, we're gonna go down the pit lane and then see where everybody ends up.
Connor Darnell staying out for the time being. I'm not sure if that's to get his lap back. The 6 gets his lap back, though. Sails around on the outside.
Morris does have that first pit stall. It's not as big of an advantage as you would normally see.
Let's see here.
What I'm concerned about is his car is not dropped yet.
Ooh.
Yeah,
he's falling back.
Is he like glitched?
Uh-oh. Horrible pit stop from Ed Morris. He drops back down. All the way to the back of the pack.
I'm wondering what happened because he was jacked up on the right side for a very long time. Well, we'll see how it plays out. I'll keep an eye on who comes down a second time. And, well, if it goes caution-free, we could have a fuel save race. Be right back. Let's hear from SFH.
Let's see what happens when we get back here.
SFH, Still Fucking Here, is a clothing and apparel brand built to change the world. We are survivors, warriors, and fighters. We are tenacious, relentless, and vigilant. We've been through hell and made it out the other side, and now we are determined to spend our lives giving back to those who need help in their fight. Whether you are a cancer survivor, recovering addict, a survivor of an abusive relationship, someone who has fought to gain control of their health, or a wounded vet such as myself, or simply someone that is fighting a battle and proud of how far you've come, we are with you. 50% of all net proceeds from our brand will be given back to those that need it most, and this will be for the life of our company. Join us in our mission. Buy some awesome gear like this, wear it proudly, spread the word. We are in this together. We are still fucking here. I end up feeling a need, like I feel like I'm...
We got Sam on the case to figure out what happened to Ed Morris. He's the only guy to come down twice to get those left sides changed, so he'll have a little bit more fuel than everybody else. 28th is where he'll start, though, on our 5th caution of the day. Sam, what do you got?
I'm not sure. I'm listening to the radios here. Rewatch the pit stop. Oh, here we go. Let me just caught up to him now. Let's see here.
All right, we're going green. It's going to be Darnell leading. Sam, what do you hear?
He was just saying he just glitched. It only changed the right side tires and stayed up.
Well, luckily he was able to get back down. So Connor Darnell is going to be the leader of the race. Already has a win this season.
Let's see, we could have our first repeat winner unless Ed Morris can do a last to first drive here, which with how he's running, there's a good chance of that.
And, Connor Darnell with the track position move, honestly, not a bad idea. If it goes green all the way and everybody has to pit, or even if a caution comes out and he's able to hold good position, it'll definitely benefit him. I think he wins. If he wins, that's going to be the strategy of the race for sure.
He did not pit for that last stage. Like, he stayed out while everyone else went in. He was the only car to stay out, besides the 6 who was getting his lap back. But
Jacob is on vacation. by the way. He'll be back next week. Got Richmond under Atkinson. Looking on the bottom, everyone's pretty straightened out for the most part right now.
I'm watching more towards the back. These guys are fighting pretty hard back here. Cedric Brosso got a little tap from the 8 going down the front stretch a few laps ago, but they are all still running well out back here. Ethan Flanagan seems to have that damage repair, so he is actually running well. It needs to gather up the speed a little bit more if he wants to make it to the front, but definitely seems that aero damage isn't as bad, if not already fixed. A lot of good front runners that were up there today are now stuck at the back after the pit stops, as well as a few incidents. Greg C. Rogers is back in 19th. Ed Morris is still, let's see here. Ed Morris is still all the way back in 26, but he has moved in a few places, and he's already about to get up the inside of the 98. Strategies are in play throughout. Let's take a look at the guys out in the front here. Scott is leading once again over Carter Darnell and Matt Forns. Matt Forns up in the second, Carter Darnell in the second, down the backstretch. Here. There's been a good bit of trade in paints and trade in positions throughout the race today. It's still open, and a car spins, but he keeps it going straight. The 92 of Justin Atkins actually just got pushed off the bumper coming out of turn 4 there. Manages to gather it up, keeps it going straight. That was a great save by him. Let's see here.
A good save by Atkinson. And I'm just...
he just came up into the side of Davey Hendricks there. But good save off of him. Managed to keep that going off instead of hitting that inside wall.
And I'll tell you this, if the caution comes out soon, if I'm Connor, I'm probably wanting that caution to come out within the next couple laps. That'd probably be the best thing for me if I'm Connor, for that caution to come out.
100%. That's the one thing. If these green flag runners or these fuel savers are probably hoping for an entirely green flag run, just so they just cruise, easy going. But anyone else, one caution will absolutely change the whole playing field.
I mean, he's still managing really good, up in not 34th, he's up 33, but he's still in 4th, but, he is starting to fall now. My question is, how long can he make it on fuel? Because looking at the pit strategy here, 21 in, he can probably make it about 15 more. Maybe a little bit, but I don't know if he'd want to go 15 more.
I got a feeling he's definitely banking on a caution coming out here soon. There's been a few wrecks in the back and a few spins off of the turn number 4 there. So if one of them just collects on the track, he's got himself a free pit stop right there.
I'm not sure what the left side tire wear is.
Right.
If it's not a lot, you can definitely get away with it pretty good, but it's tough.
Ooh, few bumps back in the back around 15th place. Ethan got into the side of Allen, I believe. Just a little bit. 3 cars went into a space of 1. But they managed to keep it going again. A lot of these guys have been bouncing off the walls of each other, but again, just keeping it going. These next gens are pretty solid with that. Every time I've seen a race, you get a few guys that will kind of door bang, bumpers, but it's like they can keep these things going straight more than like Xfinity or even the trucks at times.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Connor's still hanging in 5th, and we've really gotten spread out more than we had earlier. I'm actually interested to see what's on with Junior right now. I want to see if he's...
Darnell is going in. Same with the 14. Both 2 cars down pit lane right now.
I believe they were on the same strategy as well. So we'll see where they come out. Yeah, Morris is saving, as I predicted.
Honestly, yeah, if I was him after that,
Ooh.
3's going in now.
Who just hit the wall? It looked like Matt Webb. I'm just trying to find out, like, who is the farthest back that is on the clutch. Harmon's on the clutch. Ed Morris is on the clutch. Conley is not. Keep an eye out on Tim Harmon and Morris. Just saying. I would not be surprised if they think that they can make it.
28 down pit lane again. A lot of guys towards the back are now starting to pit, or the actual back guys that were running towards the back initially are coming down the pit lane.
And I'm interested to see how they cycle through the pits. Oh man, Connor must have had some sort of issue, because Connor absolutely is like half a track behind Zach Bucher. But Bucher was the first to pit and came out in front of the leader. And let's
see here. Scott Stewart down pit lane along with Matt Ford's nearly nose to tail on them, so they're going to be coming out pretty close together.
I'm going to say this, the undercut is where it's at right now. Look at how much pace, look how far Zach is away from Jeff Medlin. Unless he took 2, I have to check this. What did Zach Bucher do? Because if he only took 2, will it last?
We'll take a look here. Yeah, because they pitted together. When I watched them.
Yes, only
Jeff
for
Medlin,
Bucher.
Oh, really? Yeah, when I was watching the 14 and 3 come together, 3 went in, pitted, took their tires, took their things, and Zach came in and was out in the exact same second. So Zach took no tires, as you said, but that's still working with him. He was able to pull away, get around the 3, and get ahead of him.
Maybe this feels the fall off is not major enough to justify it. Let's pull up the battle box here. So it is not doing what I want it to do. That's unfortunate, but yeah, right now Bucher has 5.7 seconds over Jeff, and it's not really going anywhere right now. I mean, we'll see what happens once the tires heat up. I mean, Jeff is closing slightly, and by slightly, it's not a lot.
That's the other thing that you got to think about is Zach has fresh air. He has no one really in front of him, while Jeff is middle of the pack right now. So he's got to worry about air, about these other cars around him.
Also gets the draft, though.
Exactly.
Draft, I mean, that draft can really help you.
Oh, yeah. It's a positive and a negative between these 2 cars. Like Zach, I'm looking at him right now. He has about I'd say that almost like a 10, 20 car difference between the 27 and the 10. Let me take a look here.
So if you take fuel only, you're looking to lose about 40 seconds. Ed Morris and Tim are only 12 off the lead right now.
I got a good feeling on Ed here. I have to be honest. After because I believe that the 27 of Scott as well as Matt Ford's have only taken fuel, because they went in after the 14 and they're out ahead of them right now.
They maybe just be banking on a caution as well, getting that track position. But if you were going to pit for fuel only, why not just stay out? if I was in the if I knew I couldn't make it, why not just run it dry? Because I have a feeling we're going to be seeing a lot of cars peeling off, you know, with probably a couple of laps to go, if it stays green. I doubt anyone is saving enough.
A few cars coming in at this time. I believe that was 35, the 2, and the 95, or sorry, the 98.
Now, Ethan told me that he thinks that they could make it, but he is going to be down pit road, so I guess he didn't think the save strategy was that good in his mind. Overshoots his box as well as Fastenbender. Fassbender's going to get no tires, and it looks like it's going to be a 4-tire stop for these other two, Flanagan and Matt Webb. And Flanagan's barely going to get out in front of Matt Webb.
So yeah, Davey Hendricks and Greg C. Rogers overtaking them on the outside here. They're gonna fall down a lap, unfortunately. But
yeah, what I'm wondering is what's going to happen if a caution flies.
17 in this time. Same with 12. And we are all spread out here. This is where the strategy starts coming together. As we've been talking about, there are some of these guys that are probably saving. A lot of these guys probably thought they could save and then had to push a little bit more. Again, my bet right now is Ed Morris. To that glitch honestly might have helped him.
Well,
if he can make it to the end, he might be able to do it.
I feel like he may have been thinking of pitting anyways. Park and Simone come in now.
Maybe in this time. Has Evan Ludy pit yet? I believe he was out in front, but then if he is pitted already, he's back in the lead.
He's not pit.
Right, he's staying out.
I think the most recent, I think Scott Stewart is the leader of those who have pitted. So Scott Stewart is 16 seconds behind Morris.
91's coming in this time as well, so
Hewins and Davey, yeah. It's tough. Really is tough because
93 of Matthew Richmond is up in second right now. He's staying out. He's going to inherit the lead off of turn 4 here. Big cluster of cars behind him, really going 4 wide. Those are the guys that have all pitted. They are going 4 wide for just a split second. They're all fighting for different positions. There's 25th through 30th in that little cluster there. They all finally straighten back out on the backstretch. They're running only 2 wide now between the 98 and the 2. Ethan Flanagan managing to get around the outside, or actually between the 2 and the 98 on that corner. Current leader of Matthew Richmond is a lot slower than these guys that have just pitted. And I'm not sure if Ethan has taken tires or if that is also Matthew trying to save, but from the way it's running, these guys, Matthew's definitely a lot slower than the former pitters here.
Yeah, we're going to have 12 to go this time by. It's a 14-second gap now between him and Scott. Matt Forn's just behind him. Pretty
Isaac
good,
Wilson is on
pretty
second
good
now.
lead. I mean, yeah, they're in the lead, but I don't think they'll make it. I doubt that he's gonna have enough.
It's gonna be tight, if anything. But at the same time, you were probably right. He might have to. He's banking on a caution right now. One of these guys gets together like that cluster of cars that we saw just about a lap ago. If that went wrong, that would have been played right into his hands.
Yeah, we shall see. We shall see.
There's our buddy Ed Morris.
Honestly, I don't think that. I think the only two that can even have a chance at making it's going to be Harmon and Morris. And the way that they're falling, I think Harmon's going to be in a better position than Morris. He's been on his rear the whole time, and they're still clutching. So it either tells me that this is what they're going to have to do for the rest of the time to make it, or they are still trying to get to a point where they can go full out. And the way that Stewart's running them down, it's going to be close.
It's definitely. That's where, again, as you said, with it's going to be close between a lot.
So
of
now we
these
see like
guys.
Matt Richmond was just on the clutch. Isaac was just on the clutch.
These guys are going for it. These two are going for it all the way.
Now there are other ways to. There are other ways to do this, other than just clutching. Obviously, if you're in the draft, going half throttle, that is another way to save fuel.
Right. Isaac Wilson might have the best chance here because he is right behind the 48.
That's a teammate too.
Yeah, he's going to be pulling him along. That 48's going to be happy to have Isaac behind him. And even behind him is Hernandez in, I believe, third. So second and third are right nose to tail with each other here. And I believe they're doing the same thing of just kind of.
Yeah. How about
pushing it
Angel?
right now?
Angel didn't mind being there either, but Matt Richmond, he's going to take every opportunity he can get.
Oh yeah, he's got now two cars in front of him that he could use them as a little bit of draft, but I think he's just going to be he's going to keep trying to clutch this thing all the way to the end.
Now, I'm noticing that Tim Harmon and Ed Morris, they are starting to not get swallowed up as much by Stewart and Forns. Are they still saving? Because they are, right now, they are gaining on Matt Richmond. And Richmond is losing time as well to Isaac Wilson. The
I'm
gaps.
on board with Richmond here. He's letting off almost all the way at pit exit, going through 1 and 2.
Yeah, the gap's fallen off tremendously now. He's down all the way to 2.5. And I don't think he has enough the way he's saving.
No, yeah, it's going to be tight.
He's
Isaac Wilson getting a little
going
bit of aero wash, running them up the track there.
slow.
Yeah, he's not going to get it. Isaac's coming with his teammate on the outside here. He's going to get him within this lap, I believe. He's going to second and third of Isaac Wilson and Angel Hernandez are going to blow right by him on this lap.
Yeah, and I'm a little bit worried at this point right now with Ed Morris and Tim Harmon, because Tim Harmon and Ed Morris, they were slow from the start, I'm not sure about Angel and Isaac. The gap's down to 5 seconds and shrinking.
Ooh, slow. The 93 nearly ended up in the nose of the 22 there. But now Isaac Wilson takes the lead of the race with Angel Hernandez running right behind him. The top three are all together. This is where it's going to be, see if Richmond has been able to possibly save just enough to make it to the end, but at the same time, if he could relight the fire under him to get back up front there.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, too, because you have Angel behind you, too. He's definitely taking advantage the same way that you are. You know, the question is, when do you hit the go button? I mean, do you throw strategy out the window if Morris and Harmon get within a second of you? Because at the rate they're going, it's going to be a photo finish with these guys with 4 laps to go. Because Morris, look how much he gained. He gained almost half a second just from the start-finish line to the end of turn 2. Yeah, 6 tenths.
That's what I mean. It's gonna be close. I got a feeling that Ed Morris might be able just to do this because that little glitch that he had, especially when he went in a second time, that extra lap of gas that he probably got from going in again it might help him all the way to the end.
And he was the only one to come back down pit road.
Exactly. That is one of the advantages of running in the back of the pack is that if like during a caution, just go back in for more gas each time. It's you aren't going to lose much, and you only got stuff to gain.
Now, if you are,
He's caught him.
If you are one of these guys, you're hoping that, Richmond at least, does something at least to slow him up a little bit. If you're Angel or Isaac, because the way they're going, I mean, it's they've lost a ton of time. And he's just going to shove Richmond out of the way. Slows him down a little bit, but I think now it's going to get to the point where you got a 3-car, maybe 4-car race here. And, with 2 laps to go, anything can happen. And he's just going to...
He goes to the inside of Angel Hernandez.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty much on the...
They're going to be fighting now.
It's pretty much on the go button right now, but we don't know if they can make it or not. He got a good run on Angel, and he's gonna take him 3 wide. I think he's got it.
He's going for it.
So is Angel.
Angel Hernandez and Ed Morris battling for the lead here out of 4. 48 blocks his teammate, but Isaac might. If they run out of gas, Isaac is right there.
I think Ed Morris is the best right now with the white flag out. 1 lap to go. Ed Morris and Angel Hernandez. I mean, it looks like they're all just going to go for it now, but Ed Morris, I got to say, I think he's going to be in the best position. He saved really well, too. On the backstretch for the final time.
Here we go.
Here comes Harmon.
He's out of gas, I think. Angel Hernandez is out of gas. He's all the way to the inside. It's now Isaac Wilson that has to chase him down.
I think Morris has got it.
2 wide for second. It's not over
yet.
Second on the high side.
I think Morris got it.
Come off of 4.
Just needs a little bit more. Ed Morris is going to win. And it's going to be Tim Harmon just by a tenth over Isaac. How about that? Good finish.
And he just ran out. Ed Morris is now out of gas after that race. What a drive. Last to first through that entire last stage. Ed Morris, the man to beat out here tonight.
And Harmon still had a little bit left in it, too. I was thinking that Harmon maybe should have gotten on the deal just a little bit sooner. But good run for Isaac as well. Up 30 spots to get the biggest mover and get third. That 7 may need a push to victory lane.
The great part about that was Ed Morris went from first on pole position, wins it, but does drop to the end of the end of the race after that glitch on pit lane.
Yeah, Tim Harmon proved that you didn't need to do that, but yeah, Morris did a fantastic job, and I'm surprised that he didn't get on the deal a little bit sooner. Maybe Tim Harmon could have gotten it, but hey, Ed Morris gonna get the win today. Goes right in the victory lane. There
Easiest.
you go.
What a dub. That's a way to win.
All right, let's get the interviews.
All right.
We'll just see who is here. Where is everybody? No one is here yet. Get here, please.
Well, in the meantime, your top 5. Ed Morris takes the win. Tim Harmon in second place. Isaac Wilson very close to second, but takes it home third. Scott Stewart, after running all day out front, takes home 4th. Matt Fords in 5th. And you know what? Justin Atkins 6th. Angel Hernandez 7th. Greg C. Rogers 8th. Brandon Park 9th. And Mike Simon is your top 10. Finishes off your top 10. A lot of these guys seem to have run out right at the end there. But as it was, Angel Hernandez would have probably gotten 3rd or 5th, or 3rd or 4th, but ran out to take home 7th. That was a good little fuel run all the way to the end.
All right, time for the winner, Ed Morris. Ed Morris, good back, front to the back to the front. How about it?
Oh man, that was wild. I thought I was screwed. I didn't know what the hell happened. I had issues in my pit box, and I was some kind of iRacing glitch or something like that. It just kept me come over. They jack the right side up, change the right side tires. Crew ran around to change the left sides, and they didn't do anything, and it just stayed jacked up on the right side. And I sat there for like 25 seconds before it finally dropped to let me go. Didn't change left side tires, so I had to come back down and do that. So I don't know what the deal was, man, but it still worked out though.
That it did. Man, just did you think that maybe Harmon was going to be able to get you? He was, just sitting behind you the whole time.
I was worried about Tim the entire run because me and Tim we've been racing in this series together for quite a while now, and Tim's a really good fuel saver. He does good work with it. We and him have finished really close together on a lot of these fuel strategy races like this, and I've kind of edged him out on quite a few of them. And I think he's really been paying attention to what I was doing, and he was doing exactly what I was doing right from the get-go of that run. So he was doing it right, and he was staying right with me for the most part. And I think it just come down to traffic there at the end. One more lap, man, he might have been able to get me because he had more fuel than I did. So
yeah, I was surprised he didn't get on it a little bit sooner, but hey, good win. What do you have for shout-outs?
Man, just a big shout-out to Primetime, man, all the guys. Davey and Senior and everybody at the other series, appreciate all the help and all the support, and everybody here at Relentless, all these guys that we're racing with, man, these guys are awesome. I enjoy racing with these guys every week, and just a big shout out to them. They make this fun. Just glad to be here.
Did you have a question for him, Sam?
Yeah, I was going to ask one last thing real quick was after that glitch on pit lane, when you came down a second time, was that just to finish off the pit stop, or was that to grab that little extra gas? That honestly,
it kind of ended up being both. Honestly, I wasn't. If I was able to keep my track position, where I was able to win the second stage, if I was able to keep the track position up front, I wasn't going to come down for that extra little bit. I was just going to try to save from the front and just kind of use the track position to my advantage. But since we had to come down to finish the pit stop, might as well top her off too.
Hey, right. Might as well. And I think that little extra gas got you all the way to the end there. Good run.
I think so.
You deserved it.
Thanks, man.
All right, yeah, good job. All right. Isaac Wilson now. Tim Harmon, by the way, if you're listening, get in the podium finishers, please. Thank you. Isaac, how you doing?
All right.
Well, hey, you went from 33rd or something to 3rd, so I can't say that was too bad of a run, huh?
Hey, Isaac, third, man. Come on. I was hyped for third with you. You got to be hyped after that. 33rd to third, as Joe just said. You almost had it at the end there, but that was a great run throughout the race, man. You did great.
No, I knew coming in this race, last stage and fuel saving, it's literally the same exact top 3 we had last season here. It's just I finished second last season, the Harmon finished third. So I knew once the run started, just to save fuel, used to draft to my advantage, and then Jelly was wrecked out of the race, so I had my teammate help me out save some more fuel. So I knew coming in it was gonna be good, it was gonna be a good finish. I was just kind of surprised I got some stage points there for stage 2.
Well, hey, there you go. I mean, were you saving right off the rip, or?
Yeah. As soon as the green flag hit, I was clutching in into the corners and just using the draft down the back stretch to help save some fuel. I knew from the get-go from last season's race that you guys start saving from the start. If you don't, you're gonna fall short.
All right. Well, hey, man, you had a good overall run today. Good job fighting through the field. What do you got for shoutouts?
Just shout out to the league, the admins for putting this on. Shout out to the whole Experience broadcast crew. I know you're just filling it for Jacob, but still shout out to us putting on the show each and every night. That's really about it for shout outs go. Shout out to my wife. She's in here yelling at me. I was getting loud during the race because I was laughing at something that Jared said or something like that. So that's about it.
All right. Well, hey, good job, man, and we'll see you soon, I think.
Good job, Isaac.
Yeah.
Have a wonderful night, man.
Yeah, good job.
Thanks, you too.
Alrighty, is Tim Harmon here? There he is, Tim Harmon. Tim Harmon,
Oh, sorry. Hey, how you doing?
good job. Good job on the second. Maybe just got on the deal a little bit too late.
No, I knew that I can make 36 and a half. And when we restarted, it was sitting at 36 or 37 when we restarted. So I just tried to save as much as I could in the draft because I knew Morris was doing the same thing. So I was trying to save a little bit more than him. And we just caught Isaac, and I'm not sure who, maybe more. We just caught them at their own corner because I had a little bit in savings that I probably could have got around him and ran a full lap, wide open.
Hmm?
But we caught Isaac and him just at the wrong time. Trying to get around them just kind of slowed my momentum up, and
Definitely
where I
felt you guys
couldn't get
back
past him. So it happens, but it's a good finish. I needed that.
All right. Well, hey, man. Always been a good field saver, and I know that you are capable to get into that Final Four. So, hey, it was a good run for you tonight. What do you got for shoutouts?
Just my teammates. We all have a good time. This is why we do it. Is just get together and having a good time. It's fun. This is our night to get away from reality and just talk and just have a good time. So I appreciate it. Y'all have a good one.
All right. You have a good night.
You have a wonderful night, man. Good running tonight.
Yeah, have a good one.
Alrighty. Well, that was California. The
Greatest track.
Muppets did not
Arguably.
win today, but hey, good win for Morris. Was definitely one of the best cars out there tonight.
Hell yeah.
We got
as soon as that-
one more race tonight. That is, well, not one more race tonight, but one more race left in the week. That is going to be ARCA at Eldora. We're going to be going back dirt racing for the first time in Relentless in a while.
Ooh.
So, yeah, have fun with the dirt racing. I know that we're going to have that admin truck in ARCA versus the admins in August at Knoxville. I think ARCA is the only one that's actually going to have an official race on a dirt track. Yeah, they're going to have it at Knoxville on 8/21 as well. So, hey, they get to run Knoxville twice. Well, hey,
One way to do it.
I know you guys are. I know you're looking forward to come here in trucks next week.
Yes, sir. It's going to be a good race. I always love a good California track, and hopefully, you can get a California driver on top of the victory
Yeah,
podium.
you and Michael Ball gonna be fighting for that, I think. We got a bunch of
California Kings, baby.
good guys in the truck series. Anyone can win. I think Auto Club is a real good track that I think it's one that it's one of those tracks where anyone can get it. But yeah, it's gonna be
special with the truck.
Yep. And just a little quick checkout for next week. It's going to be Nashville Fairgrounds for Cup and Xfinity. It's going to be Auto Club for truck, and then for ARCA after next week, it'll be also Nashville. So everyone's at Nashville next week, except for truck. Truck will be back here next week. All right, well, that's all for tonight. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Jacob
you guys tune in
should
tomorrow.
be back here next week.
Should be a fun race tomorrow, as well as a couple of fun races tomorrow next week. So I hope you all will join us for then, and hope you enjoyed the show for tonight.
Yep.
Good race throughout, and thank you again.
Yep, and hey, did a good job for a first time, Sam. All right.
Thank you.
Have a good night, everybody. This is
Everything's
Southern
awesome, dude.
Broadcast Race Network, and real quick shout out to Asylum Click. Thank you for all the sponsorship y'all do. Unfortunately, did not have your commercials. Could not get them found. But yeah, big shout out to you guys, and shout out for them sponsoring the Truck Series as well. Everything should be back to normal next week. Good night, everybody.
Have a wonderful